Hi, just a rehash of what I've been doing. I'm doing this 30 days random topics challenge, and so far it's going well. I've done my first video, and reflecting back, I think I did okay, but there are things I can improve on. And I think I was fidgety at that in the first video. I admit that, and to be honest, being a little nervous about doing YouTube channels in general, but I think by saying that, I could indirectly inspire other YouTubers who are on the fence whether to start or not to start. And now today's second video, random topic would be what I think about God. And I believe in Christianity, and I know not everyone believes in Christianity. There are other religions, but I find there's one thing I would like to talk about, and it's that some people I feel not how should I say this? It's not about God do have all the answers in a way in Christianity, but I believe we also need to be able to understand that in my humble opinion, understand that we can also do many things ourselves. I'm trying to say more on like we can be more self-reliant, not being in a relying mode. Like we get used to people helping us a lot, but I also believe God help those who help themselves. And also, I don't mean it in a strict way. Like it's more like, of course, there are things impossible, like super quick. We cannot get a lot of things done, but sometimes we also, me especially, I would pray to God like for a better future, etc. And it's good. There's nothing wrong with that on its own, but I feel like I believe, in my humble opinion, God would like to see us being more independent and being able to reach out and achieve goals on our own. I use the word own cautiously because I understand like many people may not achieve their goal on their own. It really depends on the context. And many people may not be able to be as privileged. So, or maybe it's not the right word, privilege. It's more like there are definitely some people more fortunate than other people, but in my humble view, on average, I would like to think that we're all able and capable of achieving many great things in life too, and I believe there's a saying like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I believe that is true, but I feel for my case, I think I've been training myself to be more confident, more happy with myself, and I think I should try to get into the the mindset that I can do things. Like yes, when I was younger, probably like anyone else, but just to refer myself as an example, I feel like I'm too reliant on other people, and I think that's a sort of a wrong habit. I think what I'm getting at is God do know everything. I humbly believe, and do would love to help uh, everyone to go over their problems. But I also feel like there's a secret, not a secret, but sort of a requirement. He would like to see us be able to achieve challenges, like overcome challenges on our own without much of God's guidance. I mean, if God is really like the father or the creator of earth, he would be more proud to see us thriving in with minimal guidance, well, with good guidance. Or yes, true, in religion, God would guide us to do good and not bad and go to heaven. That's the ideal, and I think here's a disclaimer. I don't know everything about the Bible. I know the rough gist of it, and it's important to be kind, etc. But also, I feel like we need to, myself as an example, and some other people for sure, statistically. I'm not naming names or anything, and I have no idea who falls into that category except me. Sometimes I would be too reliant on others, and I think I believe I I actually came up with this motto in my head when I graduated from university, studying psychology. I think it goes like, um, if there's a light at the end of the tunnel, why not make the journey as great as possible? What I mean is, uh, there's always something good at the end, and people experience this. I'm sure you experience this. There's a bad day or a very bad week or a very, very bad month, and suddenly there's something very interesting or happy thing that is happening in your life, and it's so good that it makes you forget about all the bad things that happened previously. So if that's metaphorically the light at the end of the tunnel, why not just do whatever you can to be as good as you possibly can in each moment before reaching the end of the tunnel, achieving the goal or anything that's good that's happening. Sometimes it's so hard to like motivate yourself to do as best as you can when there's no light at the end of the tunnel. The thought process is, why make any efforts at all if in the end there's nothing? But there is something. But there's also an added layer of, why not make the journey as best as you can before reaching end of the tunnel? Because if it's good in the end anyways, that's great. But then some people like myself used to, well, slightly still, but still improving, is that I tend to be so reliant on the good things that will happen for sure, that I tend to lax and not perform as best as I can. And sometimes that's the case. And I wish people, whoever listen to this video, would have a good takeaway from this. And of course, it's not a new thought. People thought of it, but articulated differently in their own ways. And I just want to be one of those. There may already been a life guru who said the same thing, probably, pretty much, maybe. But I say it in my own way, and I say it with the motto I just made up, that I recalled, like years ago. Basically, just the light at the end of the tunnel. I sort of made it up now, but I also made it up when I graduated from university, and I changed it a little. Before it was something like, light at the end of the tunnel. You can't see it, it's too far, so you need a binocular. Anyways, but I think I changed it to a better version, which is more relatable, and I think that's very important for people to know. Like, it's sort of a two-layer thing. It's more like you have to still make the effort to achieve what you want, but at the same time know that, while you know not everything is automatic, you can still believe that it's still statistically, in a way, there is something good on the other side for you. And you probably started this year with New Year resolutions, and first of all, I hope everyone's doing well with their family and friends. Everyone is happy. During the last few years was pretty hard for everyone, and but this is why I started a YouTube channel. For each of the random topic, I hope I could achieve by saying something that I hardly see on YouTube, just so I can bring something valuable to the table. But at the same time, I'm actually learning too. Like, this is my first time, and as each video progresses, I hope it becomes better than the previous one in some ways. And so this video is basically what I think about God. And I know I sort of walked on a tangent, like I elaborated on aspects non-biblical. So I have to think a little bit on what kind of title I should use. I think I'm just happy to teach everyone, to teach people on the point of view I had and still have. And it's important that, yes, fight to get what you want, but also know it is there already. But then don't lax just because it is in front of you, far away, or maybe tomorrow or next year. But make the journey as best as you can on your way towards the goal, the destination. Each day should be something you should be proud of, something you can work on, any goals in the world, right? And so you step by step process get to the goal, and no matter what hardship it is, there is light at the end of the tunnel. So why not make the journey as beautiful as possible? Thank you for hearing me out, and yeah, leave your comments or click the like and subscribe. That would be awesome. But of course, if I have to earn your admiration. Thank you for hearing me. God bless, and hope everyone's doing well in 2023 so far. Thank you. Bye bye.